Hi, everyone. I'm Jonathan Martin. First up tonight, we have this video just in from Palm Beach International Airport, where former President Donald Trump just landed. This was moments ago. This comes after a historic day in American history, with Mr. Trump now facing several felony charges after going before a judge in New York today. So here's what we know tonight so far. Trump has pleaded not guilty to 34 charges related to alleged hush money payments made to adult film star Stormy Daniels. His next day in court will be in December. His lawyers are right now asking that he be excused from attending that hearing in person over security precautions that would need to be in place. Now, the judge has also asked both sides to refrain from commenting right now, which he says could lead to civil unrest. Meantime, all eyes were on TV screens across the nation watching the first American president formally indicted on felony charges. A highly choreographed scene unfolding in Manhattan as former President Donald Trump is arraigned on criminal charges. With Secret Service in tow, former President Donald Trump appeared before a New York City judge on Tuesday, facing multiple charges of falsifying business records in connection with alleged hush money payments made on his behalf ahead of the 2016 election.
He committed no wrong, not a misdemeanor, not a felony, not a traffic ticket. There is nothing here. I still can't believe this is going to survive our vigorous motions to dismiss.
The judge presiding over Trump's arraignment denied a request to allow cameras to cover the proceedings live after the defense argued it could create a circus-like atmosphere outside the courthouse. An attorney for Trump called the case politically motivated.
Today's unsealing of this indictment shows that the rule of law died in this country, because while everyone is not above the law, no one's below it either. And if this man's name was not Donald J. Trump, there is no scenario we'd all be here today.
President Trump, will you please come take some questions? How did you plead?
Manhattan criminal cases typically take years to play out. Legal experts say this case could pose a challenge for District Attorney Alvin Bragg, as the indictment against Trump relies on an untested legal theory that potentially elevates a misdemeanor to a felony.
He ran on a platform that he was going to get Trump, and he bragged, well, famously. So you're going to see a lot of attacks on this indictment by motions.
After his arraignment, Mr. Trump boarded his private plane, Trump Force One, and returned to Florida, where he plans to address his supporters later tonight. And tonight we are taking a deeper dive into the legality and the strategy former President Donald Trump's defense team will likely face as this case continues to unfold. Fox 26's Sherman Desselle spoke with attorney and former Judge Charles Adams in tonight's Making the Case.
What do you think his defense team is thinking? Well, I think his defense team is going to be curious as to how strong the underlying evidence that they've been amassing for years is to establish that he committed either, I would assume, a crime for state income tax purposes, but there are apparently recordings made by his prior lawyer, Mr. Cohen, and they've got to wonder just how much the state has for them to bring these charges. And I think what America's wondering is, one, whether a crime occurred. And I will say that I believe that it's most likely that a crime did occur. The wealthy, and I'm talking about the post-monetary in America, have long pretended as if the rules don't apply to them, right? And this is nothing new. But the second question is, would the president be facing these charges but for politics? And I think the answer there is absolutely not. So was there a crime? Probably. But is he only being charged as a political tactic or as the result of political pressure? Well, that's probably yes, too. And that's disconcerting for many Americans in flyover states.
Do you think that we could expect to see more indictments of some kind roll out?
I think the case in Georgia is far, far stronger, right? So allegedly, there is an audio recording of the Secretary of State of Georgia, Raffensperger, being actively pressured by Donald Trump, the sitting president, to find votes. And that, if true, is a clear violation of not just the law of the state of Georgia, but of course, the integrity. It violates the integrity of our democracy. So I was surprised that they proceeded in New York as opposed to letting the Fulton County District Attorney's Office run its course in Georgia. But of course, in Georgia, you have a Republican governor who most certainly has the power to pardon President Trump, which you are never going to see happen by Governor Hochul there in New York.